Greetings, humanoids of the internets! My name is Bob, and this is episode 141 of Journey into Space! This is not our main event for the day, but I made a little drone with an attached smart bomb. Islamic terrorists have taken over the vehicle assembly building, and we have to take them out. Their little tampon heads need to be blown up, so let's go ahead and get started. Now the smart bomb is doesn't have power, but it has maneuverability. So what we'll do is we will get a ways away from the VAB here. Excuse me, I've got a little congestion. The tampon heads are at the helicopter pads on top of the VAB, so we're going to need to do a targeted strike to take them out, because they are evil and wicked and cowardly and rotten and stupid and need to die. Yeah, pretty much need to die. If you couldn't tell, I'm a little mad about the attack in Paris. Hence the theme of this first part of the show here. Evil, rotten, cowardly, stupid, moronic, freedom-hating assholes. Okay, what we need to do is need to get this up here. Go ahead and jettison that and got it in. The tampon heads in question are on the top of the VAB at the helicopter pads, waiting for a pickup from some other evildoers, and they need to be taken out. Hi there, evildoers. Smile for the camera, bitches! Smile for the camera, bitches! Boosh! Dead tampon heads. Okay. I got that out of my system. Let's see if I have anything else to show you over here before we get on with our main event of the day. Let's see. This looks kind of fun. This has a seat for a pilot, but obviously there's no... Oh, okay, there is a pilot. Never mind. I guess we have a pilot after all. Excuse me. Having a lot of sinus congestion. And the motive force here is provided by these tiny little drone engines. See these things here? Which are actually really good engines for this. And we're going to try to land on top of the VAB to sack up the trash. To collect the fragments of the dead bodies that we have just created. As you can see, it's a little vertical takeoff type vehicle. and it gets good mileage too, as far as fuel economy. All right, hold it up there. Unfortunately, the smoke causes a bit of a problem. Okay, here we are. Clean up dead bodies, and now we're done. And like I said, the fuel economy is very significant compared to other kind of vertical takeoff type craft you might make. I forget what the mod part is on that. Or what the name of the mod pack is for that. It may even be Fire Spitter. I don't know. Also, we are in 0.25 because that's where most of my mods that I want to use are going to work. Ah, come on. Right now, there is a risk here that I will start going down too fast. Okay. Well, we had fun with that, and now to move on to our main item of today. Okay, here we are in the Discoveroid 1. It's a very nice little cockpit we have here. So you got a nice little, got the cockpit there, and we got a nice little bed here. So plus we have the whole toroidal rotating thing. But the startup on the electricals on this unit are a bit more complicated than would be the case for most things. First of all, let's go ahead and open up the solar panels. Let's just start. Now, the two mods that are most important to this, what we're doing here, are the near future electrical mod and the I think it's heavy ion engines. Hold on, let me check. Ion upgrade is what is the name of the mod. And again, they work in 0.25. I don't know if they would work in 0.9 or not. However, this is an ion drive craft. We have some complicated nuclear reactor stuff to deal with. Let's go ahead and toggle attached radiators. I need the radiators to dump the heat from the engines. Otherwise, they'll explode. Go ahead and do the same thing over here on the electrical lander. Toggle attached radiators. This part here in front of the cockpit is the electrical lander. It uses a heavy ion engine, 100 kilonewton ion engine to land on a surface. There's two little seats here for pilots. Landing this thing on a planet is kind of technical, but we will get to that when the time comes. For right now, we'll go ahead, since we have the radiator flaps open here. We'll go ahead and start up this reactor. Okay. And since we have these radiators unfolded here, we'll go ahead and start up this reactor. So they will be ready for when we need to fly this somewhere. I will confess I used HyperEdit to get it here to Dres, but we shall, after we get everything all started up and looking good, core integrity is good. Let's look at the reactor control. Okay, core temperature is good. Power output is climbing. Alright, now for this one, is this reactor all hot and everything? All hot and bothered? Yep, that's all hot and bothered. Oh, it's showing me a unified reactor control for both reactors. Okay. We also have to extend these panels because if you, for whatever reason, run out of power with this thing, without solar panels, you would not be able to start again because the reactors don't respond or even give power if there's not power in the system to begin with. So you have to have these little radiators, these little solar panels here, just to have sort of emergency backup power, and the same is here with these. Okay, let's go ahead and find a couple guinea pigs for us to land down on the surface. Well, first let's take a look at where we are here. Okay. We'll swing around and land over here somewhere. Okay. All right. Kelman, I bet you're going to do this on a scarcely proven electric-powered lander. Okay. Got a great view of his head. Sippy cup. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing around to the other side. Break on through to the other side. This may take a while. Okay. Let's go ahead and turn the lights on. A couple. Okay. Let's just back out a bit. Oh. Nope. Need to not be controlling from the cockpit seats. Okay. Okay. That's the problem with putting the little probe core in a place where you can't get to it easily. You can't do a control from here on it. Okay. Control from here. Thank you. Oh. I'm turning around the wrong way. Alright, well, let's get backed out from... Okay, well, that's wrong. Hold on. Okay. I think I've got it all straightened out. We're backing away from the vehicle because we're going to need to have some maneuvering room here. Okay. Alright. Want to land right here is what I'm aiming for. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put in a very modest amount of thrust, such that the reactor can keep up with it, and that will get us moving towards here without having to discharge capacitors or anything on it. Alright, that's good enough. Okay, like I said, landing this thing on an electric engine is pretty technical, but we'll do okay, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll do okay. But we have 2 tiny lives which depend on us doing okay. 2 tiny, precious little Kerbal lives. Okay. Let's go ahead and warp up a bit. We're trying to land right there, so I'm right about here. I'm going to start hitting the brakes, and I probably will have to pop some capacitors to get it to stop. This is the 100 kilonewton engine. Has plenty of power if I can just provide enough electricity for it. Excuse me. A little bit of sinus congestion. Let's go ahead and warp up a bit. Okay. So let me go a little further. It's got enough thrust to stop it. Thrust is not the problem. The problem will be having enough electrical power, because at full thrust, this thing will suck down all the electrical power that we have. Alright, well, it's time to start braking. Okay, you see our power is going down very quickly. I need to pop a cap. Shit. Discharge capacitor. Alright. And unfortunately, having to wrangle with picking out your capacitors and recharge or discharging them is can be a little bit. But did I just not discharge that one? Yeah, I did. Let's go ahead and discharge, and go ahead and throttle back up. Okay. Looks like I'm going to be at the very edge of a flat area, which is cool. That's what I was aiming for. Okay. We're good. We probably should be able to land it without having to discharge any more caps, actually. No, the gravity doesn't seem to be very high. Yeah, I landed this thing on the moon, and that was quite challenging. But the Dres has less gravity. Okay. Let's go and drop down a bit. Yeah, again, if you're going to do this sort of arrangement with the nuclear reactor and the ion engines, you must have solar panels, because if you let your engines drain the batteries completely, you won't be able to do anything. Your reactors won't give you energy unless there's actually energy stored in the vehicle. Okay, lights are on. Might have to discharge another cap just as we approach the ground. That's empty, and that's not. We'll go ahead and discharge one of these. Alright, head in for landing. And pop another cap. Alright. Need to get off this spot. Yeah, there's a flat right there, but there's a... Okay, we're back on the flat. Okay. Alright, we're down on the surface. Let's go ahead and get some maintenance work going on here. We need to go ahead and enable recharge on the capacitors. Enable recharge. That's already recharged. What's this? That's fully charged. I need to enable recharge on that. Enable recharge. That's fully charged. Okay. Well, we have landed on the surface in our electric engine. Let's go ahead and leave the seat. Alright. And this landscape is pretty damn boring. Let's see if we can... Well, first, let's go ahead and get homeboy out of here, too. There are certain rituals that must be observed. All right. Ta-da! There we go. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to try to get up on the top of this hill and see if there's anything to see around here. Right now there's not a great view. Nothing to write home about. Who is this? Kelman Kerman. Sorry. Like I said, I've got a little congestion here. Alright, any day now. Alright, well honestly the sights aren't that exciting. Pretty much a uniform brownish gray. Not much to see. Alright, we'll just turn around. Oops. Walk it out there, dude. Okay, we will head back to the rocket. Okay, here we are back at the rocket. Let's go ahead and see if my capacitors have been recharged here. Not just yet. little time warp. Alright, that's filled up. Still got a ways to go. Got plenty of xenon gas. Alright, it's charged, that's charged, that's charged. All these are charged. The difference between a battery and a capacitor in this context is the capacitors are able to discharge very large amounts of energy into batteries all at once. After which it takes a while for them to recharge. So they are sort of like battery refillers. They also don't weigh very much. So so it's pretty useful to have for ion engines if you need to refill batteries real quick. All right. Well, we are on Dres. Next time, presumably, if I continue on with this, I will launch these guys back up to the ship, and then we will continue on to Joule. Joule. I had some structural problems with the mothership. Hopefully that will not recur. Okay, here's our mothership in orbit, waiting patiently for the lander to return to it. If I continue on with this, probably our next destination after Dres here is going to be Joule, where we will visit to the moons of Bop and Paul. And that's all for right now. And until next time, hasta la vista. Adios.